broadcasting to Suplex City all the way to parts unknown. You're listening to Heel Section 119 right here on Spreaker.com.
Oh man, it is Saturday, it's almost Sunday, and it is Mania Weekend, and I sound like I have a hangover because I'm still, in NXT New Hampshire Hangover Edition. That's what Will called it, which, by the way, we have nothing for this week, and I blame the WWE.
Oh my god.
Secondly, the only thing we really have is a 10-minute rant from Will. We've been trying to get him on the show, but Portillo's is a fucking piece of shit place to work. So he hasn't been able to get the time off, and we really wanted him for Wrestlemania Weekend. So he pre-recorded something for us to play, which is basically his review of NXT Dallas.
It's marvelous.
It is.
That was the first thing I listened to this morning because Julie texted me and was like, You need to listen to this now. So I downloaded it to my phone. It was the first thing I was listening to. And at certain points, I was authentically laughing to the point that it hurt. So honestly, I don't even want to put up After the Bell up this weekend because it just killed anything I've ever done. It's a thing of beauty. And a fun fact, the one thing my wife said while listening to it was, wow, he's got a really hot voice. And I was like, it really doesn't hurt that he's attractive too, so you're welcome.
It was so funny because I had posted the graphic for that, and my friend Desiree said something about wanting to be on Finn Balor or something like that, and then he comes in and says something along the lines of, it's okay, most people want to do that, and I just lost my shit. I love that kid so much. There's a reason why
he's wonderful.
Our chosen one.
He is our chosen. He is the Balor to our Enzo and Cass.
It is so true.
It is what it is.
So, I have a small thing written down here for what we're talking about tonight, because there isn't a lot to talk about, since nobody did anything this week, because the WWE fucking failed.
God, they were terrible.
Oh my god. I literally took notes for maybe half of Raw, and then I just gave up. I fucking gave up.
Yeah, we're live.
I was done.
Oh no. What food do you want?
Ramen's fine.
Okay, beef or...
Sure.
So, we're gonna have WrestleMania predictions. We're gonna have our reaction to Takeover.
Oh,
and then
Takeover.
We're gonna have the Takeover review from Will. And, so...
It's gold. It's fucking gold.
Play some music too, because we do.
Yep. I also need to just for the record say that I finally escaped the closet. So if you guys hear background stuff, it's because I'm not at home. I usually will do this from my house, but I'm hanging out in St. Petersburg with a friend, so we're still doing the show because fuck it. And yeah, I'm no longer just a pink-haired chick in the closet who happens to be a lesbian.
With how late it is, I'm surprised we're even bothering at all.
I have a closet.
Honestly, I really dig doing the shows later, which is whatever. Especially when we have a significant amount of stuff to talk about, even if we don't have anything prepared.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of talk, especially about Takeover.
Takeover was, you know what? Good luck, WrestleMania, because Takeover was ridiculous. I have to say that my father is very finicky about wrestling because he used to like it a lot back in the day, and then the interest dissipated because new wrestlers, you lose the interest, the writing's bad, and he just doesn't really care for it anymore, but he'll always watch if Undertaker's on because that's his all-time favorite. Well, he sat down and actually watched Takeover with me, and he is over the moon about Asuka. Yeah, if you can hear him in the background, he's yelling Asuka. He also was pretty impressed by the Nakamura match, too. But
Oh
God
my
himself was impressed with Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm pretty sure God was like, I'm feeling generous this week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this started. I'm gonna give the world a gift. And then he just kind of touched Japan and was like, Shinsuke Nakamura, you are going to be born here. You are going to come as Nakamura and you are going to save the world. And thus he has.
God is good.
Yes,
all the
I
time.
just compared Nakamura to a religious experience. You're welcome.
Well, it was the resurrection last weekend, so.
Or so those crazy people say.
Yeah. So, when we started this show, I was playing You Have Come to the Right Place by 6 a.m., which is their newest release. You can get that
it's so good.
You can get that and Rise as a download if you pre-order Prayers for the Damned.
I'm very excited for that album.
I am too. So that's gonna be one of those epic albums. I just have that feeling. I
don't think they can release anything bad, so, you know.
Yeah, they're like Shinedown to me. I've never heard a bad song from them.
No, not at all.
Speaking of music, sorry I'm yawning because I've pretty much been exhausted all fucking week.
Right? Same.
It's hard being an adult, folks.
See, I'm exhausted because I'm on day 2 of my second NaNoWriMo for the year, and I hate myself.
Meanwhile,
and I just don't sleep.
Like, you're busting through that, though, because you write so much in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, it started yesterday, and I'm already, like, 6K in.
Why don't you tell everybody about that, like, what it's about?
Oh, well, NaNoWriMo is a really cool, I guess you can call it a contest, but I really don't classify it a contest because there's no, like, definitive winners. It's a project where you usually for the month of November, which I did Nano for the first time this past November, you write a novel, full-length, 50,000 plus word novel in 30 days. Or that's the goal. I did Nano, and by day 9, I was done. Everybody thought I was crazy.
Well, I mean, that's not wrong.
I finished Nano in 8 days and 1 hour, and I had a 55,000 word novel finished. So this month, the month of April, is Camp NaNoWriMo, which is really cool. It's cute because the program itself is set up like summer camp.
That's adorable.
And it's super cute. Like, you are sorted into cabins, like you pick your word count, because April's a little different as far as, you know, not having a specific word count. You just have to finish a project. There are some people in my cabin who are doing like a 30,000 word project. There are some doing a 35. There's even one person doing a 15,000 word project, and it's to each their own. You're able to do whatever you want. There's no restriction. You just have to finish a writing project. Because I'm a masochist, I'm doing a 50K again. And I am working on a novel that's kind of an apocalyptic horror, which is completely brand new to me. I've never really been on board with the whole apocalypse scare tactics, but it's not like post-apocalyptic, which is kind of the thing now. It's mid-apocalypse, like it's as it's happening. So I'm doing that. I just actually released my book cover for that I designed yesterday, and I love.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, like it's a really cool project, and it's if you've never heard of it, it's NaNoWriMo.org, campNaNoWriMo.org. It's worth looking into, even if you're not a writer, because you can learn about the program, you can learn about the Young Writers Program, you can, you know, donate, because a lot of the income to keep the programs running are from participants, which I think is really cool. And it's pretty much self-funded, and a lot of the money that's raised through these donations go to organizations to promote creative writing.
That's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. So that's kind of mentally bogging me down. So the fact that I'm even doing this week is just crazy. But it's cool.
Well, if what you're writing now is anything like the last one, it's going to be pretty awesome, because I actually read the entire thing that she wrote for the last novel, and I cried, and I laughed, and I wanted to punch her, because